Hi friends, and welcome back to my YouTube channel for my fourth YouTube video. Woo! Yay, I'm finally finishing the Simsie build. It was a struggle. I worked on it all day today and a little bit yesterday. Did I already say it was a struggle? Because it was, like most of my builds. But man, Simsie is really out here trying to ruin our lives with this build. These diagonals, I really struggled, and that little middle bit, I actually ended up really liking the way that it played out. I did have a family in mind. I thought it seemed a little bigger than what it actually ended up being, just looking at it on the gallery and watching Kayla's video, but I decided to make it like a grandparent's home, so it's just like a little grandparent couple and their big fluffy cat. And I just pictured like they hosted all kinds of like family dinners here and like backyard things, and they really close with their grandkids, so they have like rooms upstairs for when their kids and their grandkids come to visit, and it's all decked out with toys and stuff. That was kind of the idea here, and I actually really liked how it turned out for the most part. The roof line, the worst. But hey, I mean, I think that I got there in the end. I cut out the landscaping again. Shocker. But I did leave most everything else in, except for where I really, really struggled in the backyard. You'll see here in a little bit that I had a pool down, and then I realized you can't add a foundation underneath a pool that you've already laid. Unless you can, and I don't know how. If you know how, please let me know. Because I ended up just cutting it all out. Cutting out when I did it the first time, and like actually removing the pool, adding the foundation, and then adding the pool. But here I am messing with that roof line. It took a long time, but I decided to leave it in because I guess that's part of the challenge of, the shell build is getting the roof line. She knew. She knew what she was doing. Kayla, we all know what you're doing, okay? If you don't watch Kayla, you should. I love watching her videos. I think she's super funny. I love when she has her mom on there, or like when she does Let's Bills. I love those. I think they're super fun. I loved the big farmhouse one she did. Um, so yeah, that's my like fangirl on Kayla. Love her. Love, love, love. Love that she did a reaction video to Sims 4 University, Discover University. I love when Kayla does a reaction video because she always ends up crying and it's adorable, because it's all so dramatic. But I really like that. I think it's great that someone's so passionate, and she has every reason to be, of course. For longtime Sim players, like, those things are amazing. I was almost brought to tears when they announced the movable stairs. I absolutely am in love with that update. That is the most amazing update that could have ever happened, I think, in the entire franchise. I think that gives so much versatility in homes. It makes things more realistic, and we've just never really had anything like that. That's an update that's entirely new throughout every installment of The Sims 4. I mean, we did have those L-shaped stairs, or like, you know what I'm talking about, in Sims 3. We had those, but they really weren't very versatile, and they were awkward to light. I know that's so, like, not important, but it is when you're like playing in a house and the staircase is dark. Like, it's just weird. These are great. I am super in love. Tried to make it work in this house, but the way that the upstairs was, it just wasn't going to fit with what I wanted to do. I didn't want it to be this huge home and only have 2 bedrooms, so I definitely wanted to get 3 in there, and I almost always have a laundry room in my house. In my Sims builds, I just think that it makes sense. It's just part of it. Wish I could get on board with closets. I remember back playing Sims 2, I always thought, man, closets are so realistic. We should just have them. And I never use them. I literally never ever use them. They take up so much space in this game. And obviously we're very limited to the grid that we're given, but for me, I just don't plan around them. And I cut out everything before I started putting in this porch. For whatever reason, when I was putting that triangle piece down, it wasn't actually like up against the wall, I guess, and there was a teeny tiny little baby space in between it, and I just thought I was doing something wrong. So I was like trying to expand the room, like where the dining table is, outside, so it was obviously trying to make it one room. I I had no idea what was going on. I still don't know what I was doing wrong or how I made it right, but it ended up coming together at the end. I got there. I never want to do that again. Oh, this shell build was so hard. Honestly, I underestimated how difficult it would be. Like I said, I really ended up liking what I ended up with. I especially really like the kitchen. I think I like galley kitchens. I think they're super fun. Um, I mean, I don't know if I'd personally want one. Maybe, I guess, if it was a really long galley kitchen, but I like the way that it worked in this build with the like breakfast nook on one end, and then you go through and the big dining room is in that like offset diagonal space. I think that that like makes it really dramatic and nice. Um, there's that landscaping I did. It wasn't much. I was just taking too long on this entire build, and I was like, nope, I am not getting sucked into landscaping. I'm making it super simple, and I am moving on. I am moving on from the landscaping. I have to get faster at it. Honestly, I think I have to get faster at just building in general. I've watched, um, Sims content on YouTube for a long time, but I never realized how long it took people. Um, I mean, I don't know. I ended up with like 4 hours of footage from this build. It just took a long time, and I wonder if that's what it takes everyone else. I mean, they end up with videos about as long as mine, and I don't feel like mine seems incredibly so much faster than other people's builds, but like so much footage, and then you edit and edit and edit, and then you obviously speed it up at the end. Um, oh my god, when I watch people do like 10-minute challenges, whew, a girl could never. But I do think that there I am pulling out all of the little things that I know I'm going to use because I don't want to go through and look for it. Oh man, do other people do that? I hope so. Am I crazy? I don't know. Oh yeah, this old couple also has a cat, so I put some treats down, and I end up putting a few other pet things down a little later. Um, Let me know if you have pets. What kind of pets do you have? What kind of pets have you had? What is your favorite kind of pet? What's your pet's names? That's my favorite thing to ask people. Oh, do you have pets? What are their names? What do you name all your pets? I love knowing what people name their pets. I don't know why. I would rather know what they name their pets than they name their children. I don't know why I'm like that. Are you like that? What kind of pets do you have? Comment down below. You would think I would be able to talk about this build a little bit more, but I seem to be having a hard time. I'm doing the living room right now. I thought it was a little bit small for the actual goal that I was having of having like a big family and like a place where people would, meet and do like family dinners and holidays and stuff. But in the Sims world, that doesn't really matter. The living room is probably, I don't know, not my least favorite part. Like, I like the living room. I just don't, I wish it was like one square wider. I wish I just had like a little bit more room to put in some bookshelves or something. I actually really love this entryway. I loved that it has like a little separate nook and, you know, a, just a nice, like, to look into it, that mirror and the credenza or what have you. I didn't take too long on this, but I did spend some time there. I think that entryways are important in The Sims and in real life. I did add a few pet things throughout, like this cat bed. I wish I had something like that for my kitty cat. He would love that. And then I put down a little bowl. I think I put down a little bed, maybe in the master bedroom. All of their kids and grandkids, they don't live around here, so all they have is their little kitty cat. I don't remember its name. Honestly, I randomize their names when I'm not planning on playing with them. I made their bedroom really simple just because older couple, I felt like they probably kept their bedroom really clean. Or at least, I don't know, my grandparents do. They don't have much clutter. I did end up leaving the decorating of this bathroom in. I usually cut out all of the bathrooms because they tend to be relatively the same color schemes and the same items used over and over and over again. But I left this in just as an example, and it was a little bit bigger of a bathroom. A 4x3 is my favorite kind of bathroom to do in The Sims, especially for a master bathroom. I think it gives the perfect amount of space for a tub, shower, toilet, and double vanity, which, is what that's the goal, isn't it? To have a double vanity? I wouldn't know. I've never had one. But, someday. Dream house. Here I am doing that kid's room, though. I thought it was super cute. I like pictured all of their grandkids coming to stay, and they have all these toys in their grandparents' house, and they stay up late and talk, and should be getting so much sleep. Did you ever do that as a kid? I stayed at my grandparents' house quite a bit when I was a kid. I mean, I think so, at least it felt like it. I liked staying with them. We would watch Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and uh, America's Funniest Home Videos, and we would play outside like a lot. That's what we mostly did at my grandparents' house. And my grandmother would always cook lasagna. My grandmother makes, hands down, the best lasagna in the entire world. No one's lasagna will ever compare, ever. I don't care who you are and how great you think you are, it just won't compare. Now I'm just moving on to the little laundry room. I always try to have a laundry room in my house, like I said. And then I moved on to the, just another, quote unquote, guest room in their house. I pictured, one of their kids would actually stay in this room and their grandkids stay in the other room. That's, kind of it. Just a big old empty house for the most part. Just waiting for Christmas time, and then they can have a huge party and everyone can stay over. Christmas is coming up. All the things are getting ready for Christmas. All of the stores are getting ready for Christmas. Comment down below if you are in favor or opposed to how early we start celebrating Christmas now, because I am opposed. Anyway, this video is coming to a close, so go ahead and leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm putting out a video every Monday and Thursday around 4 o'clock. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Man, I have really got to find some music to put there. It is so very dead. Next one. Maybe.